We all know about the huge popularity of Sriracha, but it's not the only dressing that's delighting spicy food lovers. Vladimir Duthiers met a young man cashing in on America's changing palate.
Hot sauce, the condiment with a kick, is on fire. It's one of the fastest growing industries in the US, with sales of over $1 billion. But spicy and sweet? That's the collision of flavors Mike Kurtz hopes Americans will crave next. The food world is already buzzing over his chili-infused honey, and it's finding its way onto tables and shelves nationwide.
I was a college student in Brazil, and in this town there was a pizzeria, and they had jars of honey on the tables with whole chilies.
The memory of that honey-drizzled pizza followed him all the way to Paulie G's in Brooklyn.
Keep that edge away from the fire, right.
One day, he brought the Brazilian novelty to his boss at the pizzeria, who loved it.
I knew it was going to go great on one of our pies.
Added it to a pie and dubbed it the Hellboy.
Oh my God, this is insane.
And so was the customer's reaction.
They asked for a little to-go container. So initially I was just selling people little tiny plastic containers out of the restaurant.
As demand grew, he expanded production beyond Paulie G's kitchen.
So that's the hardest part of operating a small business, is scaling up.
Kurtz found a local apiary that supplied the wildflower honey.
We run around 4,000 colonies of bees for honey production and pollination purposes. Look at that.
Beekeeper Grant Stiles now adds the sting to the honey as well, overseeing production.
This is the holding tank for the raw honey. And this tank just keeps the honey just warm enough so that we can pump it through this tube and into our mixing tank over here. These are our chili peppers. We're gonna dump these into the mixing tank. So after the chilies have infused into the honey, we run it through a special filtration process, which ends in this tank, which is our bottling tank.
It literally is a sweet spot for Mike's Hot Honey to get behind the bar.
Andrew Knowlton of Bon Appetit has been tracking the growth of hot sauces and the trend of small purveyor gourmet condiments.
What it has is it's got heat and it's got sweet. And that's a magical combination that I think the American palate right now is driven towards. The best thing that can happen to Mike's Hot Honey is you have influencers using it.
You don't have a guy who's out there pitching this product for you?
You're talking to him.
Mike's Hot Honey has grown through word of mouth alone. It's now in retail stores and pizzerias across the country and as far away as Kuwait. Chefs are using it in everything from deviled eggs to fried chicken, quinoa, and panna cotta. Even bartenders are mixing it into cocktails, including at New York City's Mandarin Oriental.
Cheers.
So, cheers. Where does this pepper come from, and where can I get it if I wanted to get it?
Well, unfortunately, Vlad, I'm gonna have to keep that close to the vest.
Really?
Kurtz says with success comes competition, and his isn't the only hot honey on the market.
We fully anticipated that others would try to copy us at some point.
Which is why he asked us not to reveal his spicy secrets. But he did let us feel the burn of the pulverized pepper.
All right, cheers. Cheers.
It's hot. I do like spicy food.
Did you start crying?
I did. Well, it was so spicy. I was like, whoa.
It's heat and sweet.
Try it.
It's a good combination.
It is,
Hot
isn't
honey.
it?
That's what I call my husband.